Mystic Fitness Yoga 9 a.m. Sunday. Thank you for joining us. It's a beautiful day. I'd like to invite everyone to find a comfortable place wherever you are. And begin to settle your bodies down on the ground. Bring attention to the points of contact with the earth. For me, it's the sits bones, and for you, it might be your entire back if you're lying down. Notice how you are in your own place, in your own space, with your own experience, internal experience of sensations, of your own internal experience of sounds. Your own perception of the feel of weight and the feel of breath. And there's this beautiful intimacy with yourself, this experience of the moment. Feel your own heart and your own chest from the inside, and invite the breath to continue to flow as it potentially meets a little constriction. What does your belly feel like from the inside? Is there tightness or compression? And can you soften a little more so the breath can have more space to flow? And since we are all practicing together, expand your awareness to include the other beings that you're with. So even if you're not with us on the field, go inside your chest and kind of expand your senses to include the sound of my voice, to include me as a being with you, to include everyone else who's at their homes practicing with you, everyone who's with you on the field if you're here. To be aware of each other, to be aware of the sense of togetherness. Common shared experience of the moment. Take a deep in breath together. And let it go. And begin to expand yourself into a big stretch with your arms reaching overhead. Open yourself up to the space. And you might even open your eyes and just kind of notice your surroundings. Notice the spaciousness around us. For us here, we are surrounded by beauty, by so many trees and the sky and the light from the sun. So generous. Make your way into a seated position if you're not there already, and start to kind of circle your shoulders around, lifting and rotating the shoulders around. Notice if you have any tightness around your back or your chest, and just take a few other motions before you sit back down. Rub the palms together, planting the hands on top of the heart, maybe one over the belly. Experience your own body. Experience the earth and experience the spaciousness within your heart. And when you open the practice within this stillness, within this silence, within this expansiveness, with the sacred sound of Om and its beautiful vibrations. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Let your body become really acquainted with the ground now by expanding your legs forward and planting your feet on the ground. And just take a few motions side to side, just rocking side to side. And each time you rock, take one arm and kind of twist it a little bit further. You might expand your legs all the way down as you do this, or you might bend your knees. Just kind of finding some motions around the back in this way. Wonderful. And now, slowly make your way into a table pose. And as you settle yourself down in your table, take the motions of the spine in a different direction now, arching and curling. Opening the heart and then tilting the tailbone up and down as you breathe in and out. Incorporate the neck and the shoulders. Now, finding the side body a little bit. The way I like to do that is by releasing the left forearm onto the ground, keeping the chest kind of lifted, and then reaching the right arm towards the left side And then from here, seeing if I need to go further by taking the left hand even further back and pressing into the hand to find a stretch in the side body. Maybe drawing the hips further back towards the heels. And coming to the other side. Expanding the left arm to the right side. Maybe drawing the hips back. And if you want even more activity or intensity, you can press your hips towards the left even more. Wonderful. Coming back towards the center, find some motions throughout the hips. Loosening up throughout your inner and outer hips before coming into a child pose. And some of you might need more movement and some might need less movement. A modification for child pose is to plant your elbows on the ground and kind of leave your chest lifted, or maybe not drawing your hips all the way back. And then notice if your shoulders need more of a stretch, you might extend the arms forward a little more. And most importantly, notice if your mind has an agenda for today, like, I'm going to stretch until there's like no more room for stretching. Like, I'm going to get the max out of every movement, and see if there that tendency to kind of that agenda of maximum everything. And kind of just relax a little. And come back to just being here and experiencing the body where it is. Experience the breath and experience the sounds. Imagine that the sounds of the birds are calling out to come back here, now. And each time you hear them, come back. Take your time to return to a table pose. Curl your toes under, extend your hips up and back for downward dog. Notice what your body needs, if it needs some movement back and forth between plank and down dog. Notice if it needs more pedaling and stretching of your calf muscles, hamstrings muscles. Separate your feet wider so that they are at the edges of the mat. Walk your hands towards your feet and take some side bending, side to side lunges. Bending and extending each leg. And then walk your hands forward again, alternating between the downward dog, forward fold, and the longer kind of deeper fold when you walk the hands back. A couple more times, forward and back. Eventually landing in a forward fold as you walk your hands back. And allowing the body to rest in your forward fold for a few moments of rocking side to side, loosening up through the head, the neck. Find your breath, find your feet, find the earth under your feet. Experience communion with earth through the feet. Experience communion with all there is through the senses of sound and hearing. And slowly roll up a little bit at a time, rising up. Taking your way into a standing position. Rock the hips a little bit, circle the hips. And as you arrive in this Tadasana mountain pose, bring the palms to heart space. In this prayer pose, Anjali Mudra, it's called, hands at the heart center. And this posture is one for honoring your heart and your experience of the totality of life. So expand yourself further again to include everyone that's practicing together. To include all there is. And let this practice, this experience, be like a dance of communion. Take a deep in breath as two arms reach overhead. Feel the expansiveness of your own body. On the out breath, as the palms come through the third eye to the heart center, bow, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, anchoring the hands on the shins. Exhale, plant your palms down and step back to find a plank pose. Solidify the plank, pressing your way against the ground, engaging your legs. And lower down the knees to lower down the chest all the way to the ground. Expand your legs back further, activate the shoelace sides of the feet. Open your heart for baby cobra. And release it back down and do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. If you're finding yourself constricted around the chest, open your arms a little bit wider. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. On the exhale, press yourself back up through table pose to downward dog. Bend your knees, press your hips back with the in-breath. Look forward with the out-breath, walk or float forward into a forward fold. As you arrive into your forward fold, activate the feet firmly into the ground and rise all the way up. Inhale. Take the entire space within your hands. On the exhale, bow. Hinge from the hips, forward fold. In for a half lift. Out as you plant your palms and step back, plank pose. Solidify and now take it down, either with the knees to the ground or not, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lowering halfway, maybe all the way for cobra, or opening up directly into upward dog. Deep breath in. On the breath out, press yourself back up to downward dog. Let your legs do what they want to do. But this time, make sure you find that V shape with your body. Releasing the neck and the jaw muscles. Draw those shoulders down the back a little bit more. Take a fresh breath. One more time. Feel the purity of your own lungs as you breathe in. And breathe out. The right leg slowly rises up towards the sky with the in-breath. On the out-breath, bring the knee towards the chest, curl, shoulders come over the wrists. Again, inhale, elongate. On the exhale, now step the right foot to the outside of the right hand with the toes facing outward slightly. See if you can activate the left fingertips into the ground, taking a twist to the right with the in-breath. With the out-breath, release the palm down, re-extend the right leg back into a three-legged dog. And as you release the foot back down, extend the left leg up, in-breath. The out-breath, the knee comes towards the chest as you curl. Inhale, elongate back. Exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand. Taking your in-breath into a twist. The out-breath, you release the hand down, and the leg goes through the side to the back. Release it back down. Take the right leg up to the sky with the in-breath. Bend the knee to dial the hip open. Activate the right hand further into the ground. As you square the hips, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And open up into a twist. Hold. Make a fist with your right hand and just circle that wrist around. Wonderful. As you release the right hand back down, walk the left foot and step it to the outside of the left hand, sinking down into a low squat with the elbows on top of the knees. Allow your body to just kind of sink down into a squat. Feel your hips and feel your heels digging into the ground. Feel your glutes engaging. And allow your body to really feel the squat. Now lifting the elbows off the thighs, relaxing the shoulders down the back for 3, 2, and 1. Rise all the way to stand. Inhale. With the exhale, palms come to heart space. Walk the feet a little bit more forward and take it into some squats back and up. So as you reach the arms forward, draw the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, elbows press back. In and out. In and out. You might press your hips forward and engage your glutes on the way up. In and out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Relax the shoulders and just pulse up and down, nice and slow, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Relax your shoulders and rise. In breath. On the out breath, palms come to heart space. Shift your weight into the left foot and slowly take your time to bring your right knee towards the chest. Open it up and close it a couple of times. And finally, holding your balance, reach back into an airplane position on the left leg. You're reaching back, you're balancing. Your left knee wants to go inwards. You want to press it back out. Relax your shoulders a little bit more. And keep your left glute engaged. As you land in a crescent lunge, see if you can allow the entire body to kind of expand upwards for an in-breath. On the out-breath, as the palms come towards the chest, bend the back knee a little bit more and tuck the pelvis under. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Dial the back heel down to open it up into your warrior two. Make fists with your hands to circle your wrists around. Elongate the left side body by finding a reverse warrior with the in-breath. On the out-breath, come into the other side for a side angle, finding length throughout the right side body. And the right arm can expand or circle around. As you finally reach the right arm all the way up, take an in-breath. With the out-breath, pull down as if you're grabbing something off the ground, and then lift yourself back up with your elbow towards the sky. Expand the arm with the in-breath. Out-breath, release. And lift. 2 more times, in. And out. Last time, in-breath. Now listen up as you reach down and lift up. This time the left leg's going to extend into triangle. The left fingertips come to the shins and you hold your triangle. See if you can relax your shoulders a lot. If you can kind of look down and up to feel out the neck. For 5, and take your breath nice and slow, and each breath, let the actual pose itself guide you to where it wants to be in your body. Let it visit you. One more in-breath. On the out-breath, come back down into a runner lunge this time. Solidify your right leg hip distance apart. And toe heel the left foot towards the left to come into a semi-lizard pose. So the left toes are facing outwards. Maybe some subtle movements side to side. Maybe the back knee drops and you go even further. One more deep in-breath. On the out-breath, plant the palms back down, curl the back toes under, and take that left leg to the side and the back for a 3-legged dog. Bend the knee to dial the hip open. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, square the hips. And step the left foot to the outside of the left hand again. And take a twist and hold. Relax your neck a lot. Notice if all your weight is on that poor right wrist. And see if you can kind of lift yourself up and use your core strength a bit more. As you release the hand back down, walk the back foot to the outside of the right hand. And sink down with your weight in the heels into this squat / goddess squat, and lift your chest off, relaxing your shoulders. Maybe this time expand your arms sideways, squeeze your shoulder blades muscles, rising all the way up with the in-breath, out-breath, palms to heart space. To heel the feet a little bit closer, and take your way into those squats again, drawing the hips back with the in-breath, out-breath, press up, in, and out. Five, 4, 3, 2, hold, relax your shoulders, and take those pulsating motions up and down. 10, 6, 2, 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise, in breath. On the out breath, palms come to heart space. Solidify the right foot into the ground. Shift your weight into it, reaching the left leg up, and maybe knee goes side to side. Maybe the foot stays on the ground here. Finally, holding your balance with an activation in the right glutes muscles. Inhale. The exhale in airplane position. As you extend the leg back, sinking down into the heel of the right leg, allowing the balance to be sturdy, connected, and including both earth energy and also air energy, breath. Land in your crescent. Inhale, 2 arms reach overhead. On the exhale, bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis under. Do it again 2 more times. In and out. 1 last time. Good. As you dial the back heel down, open it up to your warrior 2. And take your reverse warrior with a breath in. On the breath out, come into your side angle. Circle the left arm around a couple of times. And then as you elongate it up towards the sky, take a breath in. On the breath out, reach down, grabbing that virtual looking weight, and pull the left elbow upwards. Inhale back up. Exhale down. And pull. 2 more times in. Last time. As you pull all the way up, extend the right leg as well. Find your triangle pose. And breathe. 5 breaths here. Making your own shifts. Adjusting your own little semi-adjustment, micro-adjustments. Those include an activation of the legs and the feet, And trying to find a relaxation throughout the jaw muscles and the shoulders. Return into your runner lunge, releasing the left hand down, toe heel the right foot towards the right some more, and plant your hands to the inside of the right foot. Prepare to take your lizard pose. Try not to collapse too much in your joints. Any variation of this is welcome. Take your time to release yourself from wherever you are, back into curling the toes under on that left leg. Reach the right leg through the side, all the way back into a three-legged dog. And slowly release the right foot to the ground. Readjusting through the spine, through the neck. Feel the effect of what we just did on the body. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more time. Good job. Bend your knees. Look forward with the in-breath. On the out-breath, walk or float forward, coming into a forward fold. Rise all the way up with the inhale. On the exhale, palms come to heart space. And coming into eagle pose as you shift your weight into your left leg. Position yourself with the right knee upwards. And then sink down a little bit. Open your arms. And take the right arm under the left for eagle arms, and the right leg over the left for eagle legs, and sink down. Maybe it takes a little bit to fully settle. If those eagle arms aren't feeling good on your shoulders, a variation is to grab a hold of opposite shoulders. Your weight is in your heel. Notice I'm not trying so hard to wrap this leg all the way around, because I don't want to damage my left knee. I'm trying to keep my left knee stacked on top of my ankle versus forcing that bind. Feel your left glute really working. And then continue to balance as you bring your right knee towards your chest, maybe giving it a squeeze. Breath in. On the breath out, step back into a hip distance apart stance with the legs both extended, and hinge forward from the hips for parshvottanasana, pyramid pose. I'm going to stay here just for a couple of moments to set up for a revolved half moon. So, first of all, find your hips facing downwards and parallel to the ground. And shift your weight into the front leg. Either simply come into a standing split, or walk your right fingertips forward slightly to twist to the left for a revolved half moon. And that right leg lifts as well. Land the foot back down and dial the back heel down, opening it up to the side for a warrior two. Get both feet to face the side now and bow forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now notice your right foot. Get it to face outward now a little bit more. And sink down, either as if you're coming into a side angle type of a twist, opening up towards the sky, or sinking further down for skandasana, going a little bit deeper into that right knee. Still twisting to the side. Activate that left heel into the ground further, still micro bending in the left knee. Feel your heart opening into this twist. Beautiful. And slowly return back into a wide-legged fold. And walk your hands over towards your left foot for a runner lunge. From here, extend the left leg all the way back in a three-legged dog. And potentially, if it's available, flip your dog. Coming back through. Make your way into plank. Hold it firm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana or all the way. Baby Cobra or Up Dog, inhale. Downward Dog, exhale. Bend your knees. Press your hips back. Look forward, in breath. Out breath, walk or float, forward fold. Rise all the way up, inhale. Exhale, palms to heart space. Eagle pose to the other side. Shift your weight into your right leg. Left knee lifts. Arms expand. You sink down in a one-legged chair. Left arm comes under. Left leg comes over. You sink further down, crossing one leg over the other. Activate those inner thighs inwards. And at the same time, kind of engage your lower legs apart slightly, kind of like finding traction. Take your time to find that spaciousness within a pretty contracted pose. Coming back up into balance, left knee to the chest. Give it a little squeeze, inhale. With the exhale, landing back to prepare for parshvottanasana. Feet land hip distance. Feet solidify into the ground. Pelvis is nice and neutral as you hinge from the hips, forward fold. Either staying here or going to a standing split or into your revolved triangle. you have a block, you are one of the lucky ones. Because it makes the pose a lot more available and brings more integrity into the pose. Land back into a runner to walk or dial the heel down for warrior two. Preparing to take your way into the wide-legged fold, hugging in towards the center as you bow. Notice your left foot, get it to face outward slightly, the toes face the corner slightly. As you bend the knee, either keeping it stacked on top of the heel, bringing the elbow to the thigh and twisting, or coming down into your skandasana, all the way down, depending on the degree of comfort in the bend for the knee. Come back into a wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands over to your right foot, runner lunge. Extending the right leg back in a three-legged dog, maybe a flip dog. Return back to center. Allow your plank to be held for 5 breaths. Three, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down now onto your bellies. And activate your legs into the ground to lift the chest and open the arms. Now lift your legs too. Squeeze your glutes muscles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Relax your right forearm to the ground, forehead on top of the right forearm as you bend the knee to grab a hold of your ankle for a quad stretch. Amy, I have no concept of time right now. What's the time? You have 10 minutes? Awesome, thank you. And switch sides. Thank you. Make your way into a half frog on the left side. Bring your left knee to the side. Just for a moment or two. Let your body feel the tenderness of the earth It's so tender. It's like so open, wide-armed. With such peace. Now from here, we're going to take our way onto our backs and keep the knee there and turn into a reclining twist. So the knee might lift slightly or a lot so that your upper back can relax all the way to the ground. Yeah, you might come off your mat. It's okay. It's a little wet, but it's actually lovely. You can keep that left knee bent so that you can feel the twist, or you can place your left foot on the ground. And from here, make your way fully on your back. Bend both knees. And cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And come into a reclining pigeon. The birds are still here. The trees haven't budged. All is still well. And you're still part of it all. And we'll slowly release through the leg and turn onto our bellies again. Let the right knee go outwards for a half frog. Left. If you did right, do left, and if you did left, do right. I think you, yeah, do your thing. At least you remember. I think it was the other one, Larry. Larry, I think it was your other leg.
I've already done that side.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh? I'm just going to relax into it. Just let your chest kind of land and your upper body, your back body kind of feel the spaciousness of the breath. And as you take your way slowly to come into that reclining twist again. Adjust the bottom leg accordingly to what feels right. For me, I'm having to kind of pull it under the right knee so that it feels better on my back. And give your entire weight to this earth mama. As you make your way all the way onto your backs, bend both knees and cross the right ankle on top of the left leg for your reclined pigeon. As you slowly release out of the pose, make your way into Shavasana. Let your legs expand. Make yourself find the most kind of comfortable position for yourself. And expand your arms wide. And let your body feel welcomed in its entirety without having to make itself small. Invite a sense of rest. Let your mind rest a little by taking its attention from going outwards and kind of just sitting back. Just let it kind of sit back and relax into the spaciousness of your heart, of your torso, your back. Allow your bodies to start to move a little and wiggle and reawaken. Tell yourself, remind yourself of the existence of this earth all throughout your day today. Come back to it with your feet on it. And slowly roll over onto your side if you wish, or remain reclined for the close of practice. Bringing hands to heart space. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Together take a cleansing breath. Inhale and let it go. Closing with the sound of Om. Inhale. I thank you for allowing me to teach you today. All of nature that is within me acknowledges and bows to all of nature which is within you. Namaste.